the world is changing. The world is changing and it is inevitable. So the question is not about how to change the world. The question now is actually, how do we cope with the changing world? And the one that can cope better will succeed. Definitely, I trust that. So by the way, to answer the changing world, you know, the Gen Z, the youth, you guys face challenges. Two main challenges. The first one is disruption. Pak Lembong and other speakers already mentioned about it. Second of all is decarbonization. So those two challenges that you guys are facing. That's why Pak Ganjar and Pak Mahfud came with a concept, yeah, to propose an equal law enforcement for social justice for all. You know the reason why? The reason why, because we need to answer the challenge. We need to answer the challenges that you guys are facing. Yeah. So Ganjar Mahfud proposed to create 17 million jobs in order to balance the bonus, the demographic bonus that is actually being, almost being a national race right now. If we cannot make it, then who's going to give you, daily activities, daily jobs and all? Without the jobs, and you don't talk about welfare, you don't talk about other things. Yeah? So the dependencies of the young generations toward jobs are becoming more important. But on the other hand, what happened? Came the disruption from digitalization. Yeah? So we have to come up with the solutions, how we actually can survive the disruption of the digitalization, so you guys can still enjoy a very, very bright futures up ahead. So the answer is, disruption came from a technology, from the technology implementation that is not actually held by us, that is not actually mastered by Indonesians right now. These technologies come from abroad. Any kind of technologies that came into the community of Indonesia, then it will disrupt. How do we actually deal with this? Because we want to use AI, we want to use digital solutions for what? To improve our national competitiveness, right? But then what happens if we actually cannot provide the jobs itself? Well, there is a solutions to that. You don't actually use AI as is. You don't actually use digitalization as is. You have to cope. You have to coexist with AI. You have to coexist with the digitalization process itself, right? You know how we actually can do this? Ladies and gentlemen, Ganjar Mahfud proposed that we should create a 7% growth of economy. 7% economic growth is a must. I mean, we've enjoyed that, rate so far in the past. How come we never actually unable to reach that kind of state again? This is one of the biggest issue right now. So, how do we actually create this 7%, ladies and gentlemen? You have to remember, you don't aim big, you don't aim that high in terms of economic growth if you use a very expensive financing scheme. Yeah? some of the speakers already mentioned that we need to tap in. We need to find sources where we can get cheap financing. That's where actually we need to invite investors from abroad. Or we can use our own resources. Yeah? Our own resources from domestic.